Right, so I am heading back to the Invernnoe Cottage. So having had walking from the Invernnoe Cottage to Bridge of Ore, it took roughly an hour to get from point to point. Now, it was slightly easier earlier because it was cooler. The weather was cooler and it was in temperature, whereas like now it's like quite warm. So I'm just going to say now, when it comes to me finishing this point to point, I won't be walking this way again. I will just stick to trails / bits of road, whatever, paths at the top. Now I wanted to fill my water bottle up and they were like, oh, we don't have taps, and I'm like, you don't have taps? I'm like, what? So I was like, well, I'll just buy a bottle of water and then just fill my bottle up. And because I've just drank water, I've got a Monster juiced, so it's Ripper. Oh god, it is warm, so I need to be careful not to go too quick. And then yeah, it's just a case of then when I want to be doing bits of trail, I'm just taking it easy then at the top. Wow, you've just got to keep drinking because it's just so warm. You've just got to keep drinking. It's like I've not been drinking for about 10 minutes and my mouth's already starting to get dry. You've just got to keep drinking. In fact, I'm gonna open my can. One moment. I should have opened it before, but you have to keep drinking. Which is why I don't want to really run out when I get back. I think on Wednesday we're going to drive to Auburn, and that's when we need to just buy an absolute fuck ton of drinks. And then if we're out, then we're not going to run out. Yeah, my mouth feels dry. And I think it's a sensible idea that when it is this warm, to not do this amount of walking again until it's like cooled down. I think that's why my mouth is hurting, because it's just been so dry. Oh god. This was a quite nice house that I saw this morning. Plus the bus was really delayed. It should have come at 3:06 and it came at 4 o'clock. And I got a message on my phone from Ember saying because of the delay we've refunded your return ticket funding. So I've only paid for the journey from Bridge of Ore to Tindrum. Because the roads are so narrow, when you're on the bus you don't really feel that good. I think that's why I'd probably wait a little bit longer and go on the train. And pretty much from Tainault, in between Tainault and Tindrum, there's no point getting off. Pardon me. There's no point getting off because there's not enough in the places that are there to get off and then be like, alright, yeah. My Tainault worked, not Tainault, there was a car coming, another one. Tindrum worked out quite well because I did like an hour's worth of walking, got dinner, and then walked up to the upper Tindrum platform, and there was a bench like sheltered away. I thought, right, I'll just get that and go there. Oh. I think it's fair to say after today I won't be going out again. Oh, God. The plan was I was going to actually have tea with my mum and dad, and then because the bus was so delayed, that ain't gonna happen now. I think what I'm gonna do is on Wednesday when we go to Oban, I'm gonna take my big bag so that I can just buy loads of stuff and they can all go in that one bag. And then yeah, if I'm out on walks and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a drink now. I think there's another car or something. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh God. One. I was going to say, we're getting to that heavy commute period where on the main road it's absolutely that way, but 4 cars. I think I saw one on the way walking to Bridge of Ore. I just saw one. Okay, what I'm going to do is wrap the video up, concentrate on walking, and whenever I want a drink I can just have one, because trying to not drink and do this, it's not funny. You need to just drink. Plus if I can check what my mileage is, I can then be like, or work out what I have, what I'm at, and sort of like ration it. If you're near shops, you don't need to do that because you could just have whatever, and if you're like, all right, I want to get more, you get more. But because of where we are, you have to ration it. So thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.